Welcome to the data analysis course. This is a beginner's guide to Excel. All right, so we will be creating simple activities in Excel and going to explain to you how to navigate this software. And eventually, uh, you will know how to navigate the basic parts of Excel. Okay, so first and foremost, this is an Excel interface, as you can see. There are options right above the Excel interface. This is what we call the ribbon. So you can observe insert, page layout, formulas, data, review, view, automate, help, nitro, power pivot. So this and file, of course. So this ribbon tabs that you can see above, not everything is going to be useful in data analysis, but some parts of it can be used for data analysis. Okay, so let's start with the canvas that you can see, or the spreadsheet that you can see. So the spreadsheet has columns A, B, C, D, E, and there is rows which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So in this cell, we can write anything. Like for example, your name and your friend's name. All right. You can also write here numbers like 30 or 400. Then you can also write here date. So let's say today is December 4, December 4, 20, December and 2022. Okay, so you get the date. You can add the date. You can also add uh, something or a number which has decimal place. Like for example, this one, 4. All right. Then you can add some decimal places like this. As you can see, I navigated my mouse here sa top, increase decimal and decrease decimal. So what is the type of this cell? It's number. This one is general or text. This one is also general, but only the number with decimal place is a number. And then this one is a date. Okay? So these are the things that you can write in Excel. Basically, I use Excel to compute grades of the students. Let's say this is the student column, and then let's say for for the name of the student, we have Mark Joseph, we have Julia Varga, we have Anthony Evans. So I can write here names of the student, and let's say their grades in math. So Mark Joseph is 88, Julia Varga is 89, and Anthony Evans is 78. How about science? Okay, so I have here uh, 90, 100, and 93. Then for English, let's say we have 30, sorry, we have 90, 90, 90. So this is the usual thing that I implement in Excel. That's why Excel is a very useful tool for a day-to-day job. Let's say also you can compute for your expenditures, like your expenses. Let's say food, uh, electricity, uh, toiletries, um, internet. Okay, so let's say this is your expenses or the amount. So let's say for food we have 3,000. We have electricity of 3,000. We have toiletries of 5,000, and the internet is around 1.5. Okay, you can actually format it. Let's say I'm going to click here on B11. So this cell is actually B11, as you can see on the vertex. So B meets with 11 row. So this is the 11th row of column B, as you can see. Then I'm going to highlight all of this amount by clicking on B11 and then holding my shift on the keyboard and then clicking on the last part. So I select everything and then let me just click here in the upper part on the middle. So I can change this one to peso or dollar. So peso, then automatically it becomes a data type of accounting. All right. So you can also format it by uh, clicking on A10 and then holding shift and then clicking at the lower right end part. Then on the top right part where you can see my cursor, insert, and then select table. And then this dialog box will appear saying that you selected this part of uh, the Excel. Then press OK. Then you will be converting everything into a table. So let's say you add more, you add more dine restaurants, and then the amount of restaurant is 1,000. Okay? So one good thing about a table that it tries to add another row that is part of the table. Meaning, pag nagdagdag ka is magiging part siya ng table. Okay? So that's how you use Excel for day-to-day basis. Okay? Now, let's have some basic functions in Excel. So let's say you wanted to compute all of your totals. Okay, total. So for the total, let's say we wanted to compute for food up to the restaurant. We can simply use the equal sign and then select on the first row of column B in our table, which is B11. So B11 will be placed here. Then what will happen is that we wanted to have a plus symbol and then select the other one. Then we're going to repeat the process until we reach the restaurant. Okay. So as you can see, it is denoted by different colors. And then once you reach the last part, which is B15, you press enter to calculate the sum of uh, all of the expenses. So you get there 13,000 pesos. So you can basically use Excel to compute. So what I did there is a very long process, which you computed for the sum of all of this. Now you can actually use a function to make everything more easier. So the function or the basic function that you can use here is sum. Then have a opening parenthesis, and then you can see there is a guide which says you need to put a number or a list. So bracket means it's a list. So let me just select on B11 again, and then hold my shift on the keyboard and then select B15. So you will have uh, the range of B11 up to B15, and then press enter. You will also get the same result, 13,500. So it's very easy to use sum when computing for uh, for the expenses of our table. So that's it for now. Let me see you again on the next Excel basic tutorial.